How's it going, everybody? I'm Steve, aka Steve Ninja, and welcome to my movie channel. So tonight I'm going to talk about 4 Criterions I picked up recently. 2 are actually brand new, and 2 are actually used. And one of them is actually an upgrade to the DVD I talked about in August when I showed my 77 Criterions. So now I have 80, so I can't wait to talk about these. So the first one was actually the second Criterion I purchased on 4K. This one was spine number 1134. It's released in 1980. It's directed by Martin Scorsese, or Scorsese as most people would say. This is Raging Bull. It's starring Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Frank Vincent, and Kathy Moriarty. So I'm really excited about this. It has some new special features on it that I didn't have on the other Blu-ray. Of course, it has commentary on it. So it's really great. I hadn't watched this in a while, but I think black and white movies look really great in 4K. So the second movie is actually a blind buy. This is spine number 1130, and the movie is Shaft. This is released in 1971, and it's directed by Gordon Parks. And it's also starring Richard Roundtree, and this was his debut movie. And what's really great about this is it actually includes a sequel, which is Shaft's Big Score, which is released in 1972. And there's actually a third movie that was called Shaft in Africa, and that was released in 1973. And I discovered why that wasn't included in this, because Gordon Parks actually directed the first 2 movies. He didn't direct the third one, and he already had a movie in Criterion, which was the Learning Tree. So it made sense that they didn't include the third one since he didn't direct it. But I thought the third one was okay. I watched it on YouTube for free, and it was okay. I can kind of see why the franchise is kind of ending, sort of. But they actually did a short mini series for Shaft, and apparently Richard Roundtree didn't like it all that much. I've never seen the series at all, but one thing I really like about the first movie is that Isaac Hayes did the film score to it, and actually Gordon Parks actually did the film score to the second movie, and Isaac Hayes contributed a song to the second movie. So overall, I learned a lot about this. I love the special features on these. This is actually on Blu-ray. It's not on 4K, but I really enjoyed it though. So the third movie is spine number 175. This is released in 1998. And this is actually the one that I upgraded from DVD. The movie is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, directed by Terry Gilliam. This movie is kind of, every time I watch it, I kind of like it a little bit more. I've seen it several times. I thought this looks much better than the DVD, so I'm really glad I upgraded it. So the movie is starring Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, and I was really surprised how many cameos are in this movie. It had been a while since I had seen it. So the movie is based on a novel from Hunter S. Thompson, whom he worked for Rolling Stone magazine for a number of years, and actually the novel was called A Savage Journey to the Heart of the American Dream, and Hunter S. Thompson used a pseudonym, which is Raoul Duke, and that's the character that Johnny Depp plays in the movie. And if you wondered, Johnny Depp is bald in the movie, and if you ever wondered why, it's because Hunter S. Thompson was bald in real life, so it made sense, And Terry Gilliam was a big fan of Hunter S. Thompson and of that novel, so he was really excited to be able to direct it. So the fourth movie is actually a blind buy. This is one that I'd really wanted to see for a long time. It's spine number 920, and it's released in 1999, and to me it's definitely a product of its time. Directed by Sofia Coppola, and I'll show it up on the screen. This is actually her debut movie. And it's interesting how at the time, I was 21 in 1994, so it was definitely my era. I definitely coming out of my teenage years, going into my early 20s. And I think this is a movie you probably wouldn't make now, just because it's a really sensitive subject. And I was really surprised how far they went with it. But I didn't think it was a bad movie, but it's just really sensitive. I'll show it up on the screen here. And I don't really want to say the title, because I don't know if YouTube, how they would feel about that, because it's just something that people don't really talk about much now. But I really like Sofia Coppola's, actually, her second movie was Lost in Translation, and I think that movie should actually be released on Criterion as well, because I thought she did a better job of that. And like I said, this was her debut movie. Obviously, she's part of Hollywood royalty with her father, Francis Ford Coppola, and they get a lot of stars that did cameos in the movie. It has James Woods, Kathleen Turner, it has Kirsten Dunst. This is her debut movie, and also has Josh Hartnett. Definitely in the 90s, I kind of understand why. I can understand why a movie like that would be made in the 90s, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about this movie? Have you ever seen it? It's just a movie. It's fictional. It was the author wrote it in 1993. So if you know that time period with the Seattle music and the grunge scene and everything, the 90s had a lot of dark periods in that decade. So I want to end this movie on a positive note. I do this channel for entertainment. I don't want to bring people down. One thing I'm really excited about, like last weekend, I discovered how to do. You see on the screen here, I actually learned how to do this. And I'm really excited to do that. I got to put that like and subscribe banner there on my channel. I'm going to put it on my videos, and hopefully more people will subscribe. Obviously, please put a like on the video. I'd really appreciate that too, just like it says on that. If you saw in my other videos where I would type, please subscribe, please like, I put that on there, so I don't have to do that anymore. It was a big deal to finally learn how to do that, because I wanted to put that on there for so long, and I just didn't know how. But it's interesting on YouTube. You can just look up stuff like that and learn how to do it, and that's part of what I really like about YouTube. Just being able to learn new things. It's a journey. It's a learning process. If anybody wants to start a YouTube channel, it could take years to learn everything. Some people may have it right away. They may have a background in editing and that kind of stuff. They may know how to do it right away. But for me, I'm a slow learner. I'm a middle-aged man, so so it's a big deal when I learn how to do stuff like that. So I was really proud to finally learn how to do that. So, but thank you for watching this video, and have a good night.